Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday morning here at 8 o'clock in Georgia. It's nice and cool. Just trying to get out and get a little bit of a brisk walk. I figured I'd take this time to try to give you guys an update on some things, life, how things have been going. And we have a visitor. Hello, Mr. Kitty. Hey, buddy. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. Okay, you can't get in the way. Gotta go. Figured get out here and try to get a little exercise going. Try to maybe update on things that have been going on in life or whatever. This video may be long, awkward, doesn't have a lot of direction to it, but you know, it's trying to catch up for the last 5 years. So first and foremost, if some of you haven't noticed, I have been streaming again. I've been gaming a lot more. I've been playing on Twitch and stuff like that, and trying to just kind of get back out into the arena. It's been hard. First month or so, you know, we had a decent amount of viewers coming in, a lot of people catching up. Was really a blessing. And, you know, I guess the hype kind of died down a little bit. So mentally, it's been a struggle to keep going. You know, I've been playing games like Call of Duty and, you know, built that little iRacing simulator rig and stuff like that. That sun's gonna make my eyes water. But anyway, so out here today working, trying to get some of this gut off of me. Look at that. Look how, my God, that's what coronavirus and laziness will do for over the years for you. But anyway, so been trying to game some, been trying to find ways to re-engage the community again, trying to get back out there just because I've been bored, miss a lot of people. Most of some of my best friends are online that I never see anymore because I'm just not there. And there's a lot of reasons for that. One is my work. You know, I put a lot of effort into my job there for a while. I was waking up at 5:30 in the morning, studying, reading books, and then I'd go to work about 8:30. So I'd spend about an hour and a half, 2 hours reading. And then at the end of the day, I'd read another hour and a half of whatever I was trying to learn. And it was, you know, it was good. It helped me out. My career started doing well. You know, started to be one of the more senior IT guys at the company I work for as a systems engineer. So God's glory there for taking care of me and keeping me safe and healthy and allowing me to progress. Me and Mokins, or Melissa, you know, we're still married, still live in the same house. And when we get back up that way here in a little bit, I can kind of show you what the house has been looking like, because it's been one constant renovation after another. You know, the house was pretty much in bad shape when we first got it. But we put a lot of time, effort, and money into it. Outside's looking great. Inside still needs a lot of work, which is why on most of my streams or videos or whatever, I'm using green screen stuff. I'm not really utilizing the you know, the backdrop too much, just because of, you know, the wood paneling doesn't look great. So some plans there coming up. Man, this cool air in my eyes is making my eyes water. It's not because I'm crying. It's just simply because, holy crap, my eyes are sensitive. I'm a sensitive kind of guy. Anyway, so I figured I'd get out this morning, walk around, start trying to get some updates out here. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, a lot of videos online over self-help, growth, stuff like that over the years. Some people that have been sort of key to discovery of what I want to do with a lot of my career. First and foremost, Earl Nightingale. Earl Nightingale has got a video out that's literally change your life in 19 minutes. And that video, like, I've always heard the cliche of, you know, this video or this book changed my life or whatever. And I can honestly say that that did. I listened to it about 2 to 3 days a week to remind myself why I was doing what I was doing, what I was looking for. And even though it's a little dated, it's a little bit, you know, 80s and 90s type of black and white conversation. There's no flair to it. There's no motion to it. It's just audio, but it's on YouTube. It has some of the best insight, best straightforward knowledge that you could use. And I would recommend it to anyone. It set me on my path to where I'm at now. So then after I got into that position, started reading into this other person called Cynic. Cynic has a lot of videos on, you know, compassion and love and how to treat people, you know, better. And one of them is also about businesses and how they don't even know the game that they're in, which is a finite versus infinite game. And those rules alone were just great to understand, because the approach that you take when you deal with customers or talking about competitors that you're working with and things like that, it just gives you a more wholesome outlook toward those things. And I've noticed that by utilizing some of those techniques and some of those mindsets, that I've been more successful in attracting attention from the clients that I'm trying to reach, just because I'm not trying to be super competitive and tell them that I'm better than everybody else. I'm just a good choice. So that's been pretty helpful. Then you've got Jordan Peterson, who's been awesome at just the way you look at yourself and other people and things like that. And then of course, one of the most recent ones, which is kind of the spur for this situation that we're in right now, is Gary Vaynerchuk. And this gentleman, he's a no shit, you know, kind of guy. He just likes to tell it like it is, without the compassion and all that other fluff stuff behind it. But long story short, it's just getting content out there, being involved, you know, get out there, start doing something, learn from it, change, and really appreciate his approach. Well, if you want to see a beautiful day, this is where we're at right now. Walking down the street, just cow pastures, livestock, beautiful lake, a little breezy. That's why I'm wrapped up, I don't know, I'd say probably 40s, maybe 50s. But Gary Vaynerchuk has got just a very raw outlook on things, and he's inspiring me to do more and more. You know, I wanted to get back into streaming anyway, and so I've started looking up other facets of information. The only one I haven't really utilized yet is TikTok, but we use, you know, Facebook page. I have a subreddit, you know, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and the stream itself. So hopefully, by following some of the advice of these people that have been there, done that, been successful with it, perhaps we can be a little successful and not get bitten by this dog. Hey, what are you doing, you sweet boo? Oh, sweet thing. Anyway, so that's what we're going to try to do. You know, I may not be putting up as much gameplay, montage, or awesome material, you know, because it's not going to be polished. Instead, my approach is going to be just content. Just keep you in the loop on what's happening. You know, so if we take a step back and look at personal life for a minute, I've been getting into IT as a systems engineer. My company that I work for, I'm kind of the senior technician there, or engineer, whatever you want to call me. We do IT for other companies. So they call in and have things that they need to accomplish, and my company consults, gives them solutions, implements it, and then we maintain it after it's installed. Been using a website, anybody that's IT oriented, been using a website called Experts Exchange to connect with other IT individuals. And these individuals are all over the world, have specializations in all other categories, and basically can just go on there, post, talk, ask questions, and help other people. I mean, it's a pretty selfless situation. You don't get paid for it. You're not really there other than just to help people out. So it's a really good community in that case. I was fortunate enough, let me get on the other side of the road here so I don't get crashed. I was fortunate enough to be invited up to do a podcast with them. And that podcast went live about a month ago, and it was something that I thoroughly enjoyed. Something I really thoroughly enjoyed, and made me realize that not only do I want to do gaming and be, some sort of a personality there, I also want to do more things like the podcast, or more things like, being involved with communities that I enjoy, so that I can, try to be impactful. I've also been trying to read a lot more so I can learn more about what I do and how I can help others. So I guess the one takeaway from most of what I'm trying to get to on this stuff is that reading books, listening to other people, putting in some extra effort here and there has been some of the best information that I could have gotten. Sorry, I'm making a U-turn. It's time to turn around and go back the other way here. But it's been the most important thing that I've done over the last 5 years, because not only am I helping to increase my education, but I'm also absorbing knowledge of people that have been lifelong professionals. Reading a book, I never imagined growing up how important it was. But this is something that I heard, and I'm going to repeat, and I wish I knew who said it, because I would love to give them credit for the quote. But long story short is, and it may have been Elon Musk, but if you've got a professional that's been in a career 20 years and they write a book about something, in a 300-page book that takes you a week to read, you're able to absorb the success, failures, mentality, and the knowledge that person has gained over that 20-year span. Now, you might not know everything that they knew over that 20-year span, but it greatly shortens the amount of effort that it takes for you to pick up and move forward. That is an invaluable asset that I underestimated growing up. And now that I'm 35 and starting to, do more with my life, I realized that why would I want to work 20 years to learn something that I could have learned in a week, right? The math just isn't there. So if I'm able to give you guys any advice today, that is to pick up a book, read it. Even if it's just once a month, once a week, once a day, if you can complete a book, you'll be smarter and better off based on what your goals are. And also, it helps your mind. There's some study out there, and again, I'm not super specific because this is kind of off the top of my head here, but just reading in general raises your IQ by points. So who wouldn't want to be smarter? Hey, doggy. Say hello. You sweet pea. Got beautiful eyes, man. But anyway, so that's that. So I guess the next thing up is gaming, right? So what do we have in store for gaming? Well, Call of Duty's been out for some time. I'm just now within the last month getting on Call of Duty Warzone. So that's been pretty cool. And then now Cold War's coming out, and Cold War's been okay. It seems as if it's a little easier to snipe and get hit detections and kill people. So, you know, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. And we have another vehicle coming here behind us, so we gotta pay attention for just a second. Love your neighbors. Oh, there's another one. Anyway, I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I guess it's something to do. But I've really been enjoying racing. iRacing, Forza, things like that. So I'm really hoping to take that simulation rig that I've been building on and just keep working on it, because, you know, I want to get faster or whatever. Somewhere down the line, you know, I'll put a pretty big investment into it. I think it's going to be about $8,000 to add motion to the thing. Left, right, up, down, side to side, and front to back. You know, but that's probably when I get out of this tiny house that we live in and get into a real place and have myself a real gaming room. But, which, when I get back to the house here in a minute, you know, you'll get to see kind of the house that we live in and what progress we've made with it. But anyway, so yeah, on gaming, that's pretty much where it's at. Call of Duty has been my latest game, as well as some racing. Cyberpunk 2077 is coming out here pretty soon. Lord willing that doesn't get canceled, we'll be on that. And then hopefully, you know, we can find some other games. I did try Phasmophobia. If you guys aren't aware of what that is some kind of a scary game, especially if you don't like scary stuff. I'm afraid of the dark. Inside of a house or a building or any kind of structure, I'm chicken shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie about it. That doesn't mean I won't go in there. That doesn't mean I won't fight my way out of it. But I just prefer not to be in it. But so anyway, that game definitely better with people. Not so fun by yourself, and not so fun when it's super late at night and you have got to try to make it to bed after shutting the lights off. Thankfully for me, I've got Alexa, so I can wait until I'm actually in the bed with the covers halfway over my face and I can scream at Alexa to turn the lights off, and I don't have to worry about getting got by nothing. It's sad, but it's true. And outside of gaming, coming up stuff, I think I'm trying to find ways to dedicate more time into personal growth. Last year I went to a thing called Live to Lead. That was awesome. It was a John Maxwell thing that had a bunch of people in there that was talking about being ownership type material of your job. Not necessarily of the company you work for, but just, you know, what you do in your general day-to-day, owning it, doing the best you can, treating people with respect and kindness. And that's kind of the person I want to be. I want to collect people. And when I say that, I don't mean it to be selfish or hateful. I mean that I want a library of friends that I can rely on and that can rely on me when we need to do something. And we can get it done. And hopefully, somewhere along the line, we can come up with some ideas, inventions, things like that that can improve quality of life for other people. I think my biggest struggle in my life right now is that I have so many different directions that I want to go in, and I have so much stuff that I want to learn that there's not physically enough time for me to learn all of it. And I think that's one of the greatest fears and regrets I'm going to have if I'm ever old enough to be lucid on a deathbed, is that I didn't put more time into my own education and more time into helping others in some form or fashion. So take it from me, it's fulfilling, and if you get on it early enough, you might just have enough time to accomplish enough to where you've helped others. Whew. Sorry, that was a little hill we come up there, and talking the whole time on top of walking is, for a fat boy, it's not easy. Look at that. Nice, beautiful October wind pushing the leaves around. Man, I need to get out more. What else was we gonna say? Oh, so upcoming stuff. You're probably gonna see a lot more randomness like this. You know, posts on YouTube or Twitter, Instagram, cat pictures, random stuff, not just gaming related. And that's because I want to diversify myself with my experiences, not just showcase that I'm able to play a video game good or bad. So I hope that you are able to enjoy some of it. I hope that it makes us feel a little bit more connected. And I hope that we're able to, you know, connect and share experiences with one another and whatnot. So yeah, if you have any questions, suggestions, things like that that you want to talk about, since I've been gone for so long, and I'm sorry for the delay. It took me nearly 5 years to get to where, you know, I knew that I was able to live comfortably. But let's go ahead and swap over here as we're going to end the video. This is my little home. This is what I've been working on and trying to amass since we've been back over the last 5 years. But let's see if I can switch this without losing it. Hey, kitty, kitty, you back? Welcome back. Kitty, kitty's back. Yeah. So this is our little house, right? Nothing fancy about it, but here's mine and Melissa or Moken's cars. You know, that's mine there. And then this little A-frame is what we had been working on since the last time I was streaming. And yes, it looks like it comes straight out of Sesame Street. So anyway, that's my life in a nutshell. Hopefully I can keep bringing some more content to you, talking with you. Thank you for taking part of this little walk with me this morning. I hope you get out, get some exercise yourself while you can, so that this coronavirus and quarantine and stuff doesn't make us more sick just by sitting around. And maybe sometime this afternoon we can get on some video games and play. Thank you for being a part of the morning. I love you, and God bless you.